Hi guys, it's Chris with City Your Homestead and time for Fun Friday. So today we're going to make something that's healthy. It's called Keto Cheez-its. So we're going to get that started and then we're going to have us some fun. Alright, so you can do this with any cheese that you want to. Of course, everybody knows Tom's favorite is pepper jack. And I didn't think I had any, and I just went through my drawer. And I'd ordered another big one, and I had a couple more already. So let's use that up. Some of it anyway. So what you want to do is cut this into, I'm going to cut it into thirds here. And you can make them as big as you want. You know, that's up to you. And then I figure I'll cut that in half. I'm going to do this whole package of cheese here. You want to preheat your oven to 250. This is my cheese knife. I love that thing too, I tell you. Excuse me. And then if we have to use that other pan, I got one out just in case. These take about 20 to 25 minutes to cook. So really that takes quite a while for cheese. You wouldn't think it would take that long, huh? But I like Cheez-its and stuff like that. But I know they're not very good for you. So, and we're just going to put this on there. So how's everybody doing today? Good, hopefully. I'm doing this video really early because we are helping my oldest son move today. And I'm going to be the driver of the truck. He's like, I don't care if you can lift on anything, which I can't, but I don't care if you can lift on anything, Mom, just drive the truck. He just doesn't like to drive the big trucks. So I guess I will be a driver, which is fine. It's a 20-foot truck. The only place I'm worried about getting into is a storage unit because it's pretty tight around there. But I can do it. I'm glad he's getting a different apartment. It's really expensive, but you know, it's helping him move past his divorce. And the bad thing I don't like is that it's going to be 45 minutes away. That's how long it's, other than when he stayed here for them to save up money. He's always lived about that far away because he works between here and Detroit. So, would stand a reason why he has to live down that way. Doesn't mean Mom's got to like it, right? Because I don't. Oh, what a shame I have one piece too many. That's a shame I had to eat that little piece of cheese. Alright, so fun facts. If you got ideas that you want me to look up, make sure you put them below and then I can look them up. So this is something I came up with and I thought, most of us have cars or know somebody that does or whatever. So, it's car facts. And it's broke down into categories. The first one is operational car facts. About half an ounce of fuel is needed to start a car. Meanwhile, it takes 2.7 cups of coffee for a human to get started. Now that's funny. Airbags move at speeds of up to 4,500 miles per hour and deploy within 40 milliseconds of collision. They are designed to deploy at impact speeds of 19 miles per hour. I hope this fact isn't inflated. When I had a really bad car accident, mine never went off. So it depends on where you hit it in the front of your car. Mine did not go off, which I'm glad. But yeah, it didn't go off. Repair Carfax. The average car contains over 30,000 parts. It's a guarantee at least one of them will break. No, duh. Every year, over $60 billion worth of car maintenance goes unperformed. That can equate to billions in repair later on. You know, we all hear that noise or something and we put it off, right? Faulty oxygen centers account for many check engine light related issues, not the check engine light. I've had that happen, not on this car, but on other ones. The average car has more than 100 miles of code in a vehicle's internal computer. How does it fit in there? That's funny. Yeah. That's like, you know, when you're kids and you crank phone calls and you go, is your refrigerator running? Yeah. Well, you better go catch it. Anyways. The average vehicle owner can expect to pay about $400 a year on scheduled maintenance, diagnostics, and other repairs. That is a lot less costly repairs down the road. I don't know. They have you do this flush and that flush, and I'm like behind on my flushes. I need like $1,200. I don't have it, so it's gonna have to wait. The average auto repair costs about $305.55, including parts, labor, tax, and associated conveniences. I've never had it come out mine be that cheap. You know, to change the battery in my car, they're set up now that you can't change them yourself. My battery had to be installed by the dealership, and it was nearly $400. Yeah. The days of buying a $65 battery and being done, that's over. Driving Carfax. Oh, I missed one, but I'll go back to it. It would take nearly a month to drive to the moon at 60 miles an hour. What's the speed limit in space anyway? You probably have to ask Elon Musk that one, right? 90% of drivers admit to singing in the car. Hairbrush microphones not included. My dad used to say, if you could just ride behind you, you'd see how crazy you look. Because I'd be like, just dancing in the car. And don't. People aren't going to see again. Who cares? The world's first speeding ticket was issued in 1902. The driver was allegedly driving at 45 miles an hour. Scandalous. The highest mileage clocked by one car is 2,850,000 miles. I hope Tom's truck goes that far. He's about to hit 200,000 with his. The equivalent of driving around the planet 100 times. Maybe the driver refused to ask directions. I'm glad I didn't pre-read these. They're cute. Traffic Carfax. The average American spends nearly 2 weeks of their life sitting at red lights. Better than sitting at the DMV. I don't know. They're both about the same. Traffic congestion wastes about 3 billion gallons of fuel each year. Talk about a gas guzzler. That's a lot. Wow. These are kind of cute. Historical Carfax. The word car is derived from the Latin word carum, which means two-wheeled Celtic war chariot. Is there a Latin word for sport utility vehicle? It probably is. The automotive industry employs about 9.9 million Americans. That's about 5.1% of the private sector employment. It's a really good career choice. My dad retired from GM, so we were part of that. And Tom works for a factory that they do John Deere and stuff, but they also do car parts too. Volvo is Latin for one roll. That's how I roll. Volvo. I've ridden in a Volvo before, years ago. The 2011 Ford Crown Victoria was the last car to offer a cassette tape player as an option. Did it come with a pencil to fix the tape when it got jammed? Young people won't even know. They won't even know what that means. But you know, I miss those. We were talking to a guy at the store the other day, me and Tom. And, you know, they're carrying records now. And, you know, we thought about it. We've been through records, you know, CDs, tapes, 8-tracks, all this other stuff. And actually, records were the best. I mean, you had to take care of them, but I thought they were good. Not very good for portability, but, you know, other than that. The first windshield wipers were operated by hand. Not very handy. That reminds me, Nate, if you're watching this, is your wipers fixed yet? He moved down to Tennessee a year ago and he still hasn't fixed his windshield wipers. He needs to get that done. Maybe when we go down there next, maybe I'll just have his dad fix it. That would be good. Gas gauges weren't added to cars until 1922. That's a little over 35 years after the first car was produced. I hope they had roadside assistance for all the drivers that ran out of gas. Aren't these cute? I like these ones. I should see who puts them out and maybe see if they have other ones. Unusual car facts. Most cars honk the key of F. What if they're out of tune? Do they need to tune up? I didn't know that. Did you guys? The most people ever fit in a smart car is 19. Not very smart or comfortable. Tell you a story. I used to drive cab for a living, and on Thursday and Friday nights were bar nights out at MSU, and you would get $1 per person, and we'd have like these 15 passenger vans that would go out there and they'd take people back and forth from the dorms to the bar and whatever. Well, when those were busy, they'd send us cars over, and let me tell you, I fit 15 people in an Impala, and it was squished, and they had to like maneuver to get in, and it was even worse trying to get out. But I made $15 for that mile drive. That was pretty good. Plus they tipped me. I was like, heck yeah, because they didn't want to be late to the party. Probably not a very smart thing to do. New car smell is composed of 50 volatile organic compounds, VOS. Prolonged exposure of VOC can result in serious health effects. I love the smell of 50 volatile organic compounds in the morning. I hate the smell of new cars. I'd like to buy them, but I don't like the smell. Now I know why. It's poison. In the United States, a car is stolen every 45 seconds. Lock your doors, people. And number 25, and the last one. The most popular car color is white. The least car color is purple. Go figure. I would buy a purple car. I really would. Purple is my favorite color. I know when I first bought my first brand new vehicle, it was in 2014. So I was old when I bought my first one. But the lady, because my credit wasn't the greatest back then, she's like, blah, blah, blah. And I says, I will take any Equinox. I just don't want that baby poop color. It's that like bluish, gross looking color. Looks good on little cars, but not on, you know, mini SUVs or anything. So I go over and look at the car. I pull into there, and that's the very car that's sitting there waiting for me. I'm like, you didn't listen? I don't want that color. That's the only color I told you I didn't want. So I called over to Charlotte, and they had my black one. So I bought my black Equinox, the very first new car I've ever owned, and I loved it. Loved it. Then I bought one in 17. It was blue, which I didn't want, but that thing, people would back into me. I mean, it was just the last accident. I said, I'm done. I'm done. That car's got to go. I will never, ever own another blue vehicle. Because I had another blue one. It was just like that. And then in 19, I bought my car. I love my car. She's a sweetie. I will drive her till she falls off the wheels. It's a Blazer. And she's black. And I won't tell you what her nickname is because it's kind of bad. But she's awesome. I love her. I love that car. But anyways, Fun Friday. How did you like those fun packs? I thought they were really cool. So we're going to let these finish cooking. It won't be that long of a video today, I guess. I didn't keep you all day. But, yeah, we got to help that kid move. Tom's still in pain. I'm in pain. So let's see how it works out. I'll be back when these are done. Alrighty, so they're out of the oven and they're cooled. Spent the last hour on the phone with my sister. Until I got things to do finally. So these are what they look like when they're finished. Aren't those pretty? Now they're not as crisp as you would get from a Cheez-it, but there's still a little bit of a crisp there. There's a crunch in your mouth. And they taste really good. I could see the one lady said that when they came out and cooled down, her and her husband ate them right up. And one just like gone. If I was to sit here, I would probably do the same thing because they really are that good. So, there's a nice healthy snack. And I hope you had fun with the fun packs. Those ones are cute this week. But you guys have an amazing day. Be blessed. Be a blessing. And I love you guys.